Taboos.
Oh, the taboo shit.
Yeah. Told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way that was our last night.
Yeah. No way, that was our
last
night.
Well, guys, here we are once again. Random as shit.
Can you not leave that in, please?
Ooh,
Yes.
that was a
deleted
good
scene.
one.
Today, we're actually going to be having a really fun conversation.
What are we talking about?
We're
today?
talking about the shit no one wants to talk about. How do you guys feel about taboos?
titties
Because
look
me,
like they're
it's my
taboo.
favorite conversation.
We used to not like taboo conversations, me and Jaylon,
I like, yeah, all I've
agree.
ever done is
because we were
You were told that it was
very sheltered.
improper and
Yes.
it would send you to hell, basically.
We were one of those taboo, like, don't talk about it.
now what is considered taboo?
So in my
Sex.
opinion, yes, sex is a taboo. Spirituality,
Oh, like, you know what's a
Religion.
taboo, babe?
religion.
For tarot cards. If you're doing anything that's telling you the future, that it's not God telling you the future for you or setting up your future, and you're believing cards or like a medium or whatever, you're going to hell.
This is what I think about that.
That's okay. You can think that.
This is what I think about that.
Politics?
Yeah, spirituality, politics, sex. You know, the kinds of stuff people get like,
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I just hate politics. I hate all the politicians because they're all
Right.
we
ass.
don't care about politics in
Right.
general. We care about people.
Yeah, and social change and
Well,
like,
obviously we care about like what's happening.
We don't care about
but the politicians,
The
like when people are obsessed and fighting each other over.
correct.
I'm Republican and
About
you're
their-
Democrat. Like
Yes.
that's
That's what I
stupid
mean.
shit to me.
their domain. Like,
Yeah,
don't
we don't-
yeah,
care.
it's not a
Right.
team. We're not on a team.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
We just want humanity to progress and like be better.
But in my opinion, leave this. And if no one knows who Marianne Williamson is, they need to figure out who she is
Yeah.
like today. But
Digger.
she talks openly about how even herself, she doesn't really want to have a side, but you kind of have to when you run for president.
Yeah,
So
they
she's
make
running
you.
as a Democrat.
Yeah.
And I've seen Republicans in the comment section saying, I'm a Republican and I'm going to vote for her.
Yeah.
Because she stands up for the people and what's right.
Yes.
Yes. Because it's so funny because we are such a divided country. But if you think about it, most of the country, if you poll them on the issues,
Yeah.
we all want the
We
same
all have the
thing.
same common
That's
ground.
because we're not the what is it, the minority anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The minority is literally the small-minded.
Well, that's the
Yes,
problem is
yes.
if everyone could just come together and realize that we're not the problem. Like the
Right.
people around you aren't the problem. It's the higher up people
Yeah.
that we should be the ones like making a stance against. Like, since when were we so afraid of making things equal for everybody? Why did it become my view is more important than the next person's view?
How you have
God
to be.
forbid we all came together as a collective in a
Oh my
community.
God.
They would never be able to keep us down.
Well, now
that's
and then
what-
they create. I'm sorry.
No,
baby.
go ahead, go ahead.
They create these fake villains. So now drag queens are and trans people
Right.
are the fake
so
villains.
we can focus on something when there's
Right.
real problems happening in
Right.
the world.
Right.
It's because of religion. Like,
Yeah.
let's be real. Religion is not supposed to be in politics. That's part of the like
Right.
Constitution. But
Separation of
apparently,
church and state.
everybody, you hear all these laws against LGBTQ people, like interracial people,
Right.
like their view, it's their own religious views and belief system. They're putting into law that affects us
Everybody.
average everyday
Yeah.
people
Who aren't Christian.
And I think that's unfair because it's like me living my life happy. We're not hurting anybody. We're
Right.
just minding our business. Why do you get to decide how I get to live?
Right.
100%.
It's so cringy to
I
me.
agree.
And I don't give a fuck if you're a Republican or Democrat. I literally don't give a shit because
Yeah,
I
it
don't
doesn't
side
matter.
with anybody.
Right, same. Sorry, Jalen, what were you saying?
That's why I think TikTok is going to be banned because that's what they're afraid of.
That's what they
Because-
want.
Yeah. Because right now the media controls the narrative.
Right.
Right. So you
But
have
they don't
TikTok, but they
anymore.
don't anymore
Yeah.
because TikTok and
TikTok.
social media
Yeah.
are the ones who are actually showing true colors, what's really fucking happening in the world.
100%.
And they're afraid of that.
They can't ban it.
But do you
I'm gonna
know
tell right
why? Do you know why they wanted to pretend like it was being banned? Was
Distraction.
A distraction.
from something.
And
Oh
that's
wait,
my
so it's not
belief
getting
system.
banned anymore?
That you can't.
People's freedom of
It's
speech
freedom of speech.
and
And
expression.
people would fight so hard against it that it wouldn't go anywhere.
And they
Yeah.
say
Okay,
they put it out under the guise of like, oh well, they're taking your information. Well, so
So
did
it's
Facebook.
everything.
Instagram,
everything
Yeah,
does.
everything.
Are you kidding? We're freaking talking about something, and all of a sudden it's popping up on my phone.
exactly.
What we're fucking
Today,
talking
same
about.
thing happened today. But my big thing is, how many people are on TikTok? 500 million people.
Yeah.
And so they know everyone's focus is on one platform right now. And especially with the rise of
Gen Z.
Gen Z at the moment, and how woke they are and how prominent they are against
Yeah.
like changing the world. They're trying to keep us back down. They're like, how the fuck do we keep these people in line? Like,
Yeah.
Keep them in check.
Yeah.
like they're getting scared is what I believe.
I agree
Yeah.
with that.
And they see that we're like, it's like an uprise almost.
Well, when
Yeah.
you have somebody like Marianne Williamson who never would have had a shot before TikTok,
Right.
And
Oh, I
now
wouldn't have no
TikTok-
idea
She's
who
all
she
over
was.
the
Right
news. And
now,
they're-
Right.
now she's all on the map.
Right, and she's on the news now, and they're like you're making waves with the Gen Zs, and that's where you need to make waves.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
she said the largest population of voters is the young
Gen Z.
people.
Yep.
and
They're not going to be voting in the ways that these older fucking old men think that they're going to be voting.
right. They're even saying the world is too advanced to have people with those old mentalities taking care. Like they're not taking care of us.
But
Right.
if you look at Congress, it's majority old white men.
It's so weird, bro.
It's
Cringy.
cringy.
It's
as
so
fuck.
cringy. All of it, the present, all of it. The fact that we have these, then they don't even understand social media. They don't understand anything.
The president, I mean, listen, he's better, in my humble opinion, he's better than the one we had,
Yeah.
all things considered.
Yeah.
But he can't even form a full fucking sentence.
Right.
No.
In my opinion, since the one before him came, it was a fucking downward
Shit
spiral.
show.
Oh,
Right.
God.
It's been downward spiraling, and in my opinion, this is where the spiritual comes into play. We know that the world has to shift. It can't
Yes.
stay going at the rate it's going right now.
Yeah.
So
We
there,
need spineless people.
there has to be something
Yeah.
that's like the
kicker.
rock bottom. What's the rock
Yeah.
bottom?
Well, and here's another thing. When you try something over and over and over again
it's
and it
not
never
working.
works, maybe it's time for a female president.
100%.
Oh, I agree.
They're all in bed with huge
Exactly.
corporations.
That's
like-
that's the problem.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest problem. So even if we get Marianne into office, now how do we get
You know who we
now
need?
how do we get past all those barriers?
You know who are change makers? That Justin's from
Justin Spear, I
Where was
think.
it? Tennessee.
Yes.
Those young people
Yes.
were
Yeah.
making differences and waves. That's
Right.
what we need.
But that's what we're going to get. I really believe it.
I do
I
too.
think so,
I
too.
We
see-
need the young
I see.
I
generation
really
in
have
in
such a strong
politics.
feeling that if they don't get into office, there's going to be a huge revolt.
Yes.
Something big is
Well,
coming.
I'm down. I'm down to revolt. So
I hope
I'm so down.
Absolutely.
The way that the government right now is making homophobia, transphobia, racism normalized again.
Yeah.
They're making it okay to do
And
these
they're
things.
saying that we're child groomers.
That's the fucked up part, is that people don't realize that. And they're like, oh yeah, since I may have had that thought in the back of my mind, now I can say it out loud because
Yeah.
my government approves of it.
Right.
Yep.
And now we have women on TikTok. Now let's transition into this topic. Fucking openly being transphobic, saying we're taking their rights away, or that trans women are taking their rights away because we want inclusive language. Let's not talk about the fact that the people who are actually trying to strip away your womanhood are the people who are controlling your government at the
Right.
moment.
So-
So it's not the trans women.
Right. So let's get this really, really fucking straight. So semantics and language strips you of your womanhood, but old white men voting to take away your choice.
Exactly. And you know why they're
Good
okay
point,
with that?
baby.
Because
Bodily
they're also
autonomy.
against it.
Yeah.
Right.
They're against it because they're Christian and they're also against it. So they're
Right.
okay with it.
But they're like, take away my bodily autonomy all you want. But call
don't
me
call
a
me sis.
Yeah, no.
Don't call me a
Don't call me a
birther.
birthing human.
Yeah. But you can say
That's
I
where I
cannot have
draw
an
the line.
abortion.
I can't. It's so fucking stupid.
That's the problem. What's the real fucking issue here? So many women are rooted in misogyny
Yes.
today.
Yeah.
And they don't even realize it.
Even like
No, baby, leave it.
even us at times, you know what I mean? Like obviously we're not overtly misogynistic, but we come from a fucking patriarchal society.
100%.
Yep.
And we've been lying to ourselves for so long and living in that kind of a society that breaking free of the mold which is what we're doing. And it's so uncomfortable for people to see women take their power back.
Yeah.
That we're the odd ones out. We're the black sheep, right?
Yep.
And so they feel like it's normal to behave the way that they're behaving.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, I can't. I don't understand it, to be quite
Same.
honest. I mean, and this episode might piss a lot of people off, but
Oh,
good.
fucking wow.
I'm
If
okay
it pisses-
with that. Then we have
Yeah.
we don't have the right audience if that's what's happening.
I mean, here's the thing: if this pisses you off, then that means there's something you're needing to maybe dig deep into
Right.
or learn from this conversation.
Agreed.
And ask yourself why.
It's rain.
And we all
Oh.
can have our own opinions at the end of the day. Everybody has their right to
Here's
feel
the
however
thing.
they want to
We
feel.
just love people.
Right, absolutely.
We want people to have their rights to their own body.
Yes.
We want
Oh,
people
God,
to have
yes.
freedom of expression. We're not having an opinion here that's hateful in any way.
No, we're
not- we're
That's
not.
the difference. The difference between having a hateful mindset and then just being fucking peaceful and you just want everyone to literally
Right.
live in peace.
Yeah.
It's not that complicated.
Right? What's the fucking problem? I don't understand.
It's because